Imagine working your whole life thinking retirement is just around the corner, only to find out the finish line has been pushed even further away. This is the reality millions of Australians now face under the new Centrelink pension age law. And the shocking truth is it could change your future more than you think. Today, we are diving into a change that could reshape how Australians retire. The new Centrelink pension age law is not just a policy shift, it is something that directly impacts the timeline of when millions can finally step away from work. Australia is facing another major change in its pension system, and many older Australians are now worried about how this will affect their retirement plans. In 2026, the government has confirmed that the retirement age for the age pension is set to rise again, which means thousands of people will have to wait longer before receiving their payments. This decision has sparked concern, especially among those who are close to retirement and had been planning their financial future around the existing rule. For many families, this news feels like a setback because they were expecting to start getting support at a certain age, but now that age is being pushed further away, delaying payments for many years to come. The age pension is a critical part of Australia's social security system. It provides income support to older Australians who may not have enough savings or superannuation to live comfortably in their retirement. However, as the population continues to live longer and healthcare costs rise, the government argues that the system must be adjusted to remain sustainable. Increasing the pension age is seen as one way to reduce pressure on the budget, but it also means ordinary Australians are forced to work longer or survive without adequate support until they finally qualify for the pension. Many workers who have spent decades in physically demanding jobs such as construction, farming, nursing, and cleaning feel this policy is unfair because their bodies may not allow them to keep working into older age, while white-collar professionals may be able to continue in their jobs for longer. Manual workers are worried that by the time they reach the new retirement age, they will already be exhausted and struggling with health problems, yet still unable to access the pension. This creates a real gap between different parts of society and has led to frustration that the burden is not shared equally. The change also raises concerns for people who are unemployed or underemployed later in life. Job opportunities for workers over 50 or 60 are already limited, and discrimination against older workers remains a reality if they are forced to wait longer for the pension but cannot find stable work. These Australians may end up in serious financial hardship. Some may even fall into poverty or homelessness before they can finally access support from Centrelink. Financial experts say that the increase in retirement age highlights the need for Australians to plan their retirement more carefully. Younger generations are being encouraged to build their superannuation early and invest wisely so they do not have to rely entirely on the age pension. But this is much easier said than done, as the rising cost of living, high rents, and mortgage pressures make it difficult for many people to save enough for the future. Even middle-class Australians are feeling squeezed as groceries, energy bills, and healthcare costs continue to rise year after year. Social groups and unions are calling on the government to reconsider the new policy. They argue that instead of raising the retirement age, the government should focus on improving employment opportunities for younger workers, closing tax loopholes for big corporations, and making sure that wealthier Australians contribute more to support the pension system. There is also a call to introduce more flexible pension rules for people in tough physical jobs, so they are not forced to keep working beyond their capacity. This kind of targeted approach could provide fairness while still keeping the system sustainable. As 2026 approaches, thousands of Australians are anxiously calculating how this law will change their retirement timelines. Some families may need to delay travel or lifestyle plans, others may be forced to sell property or downsize earlier than expected to cover the extra years. Without pension income for many, this policy feels like a broken promise, as they believe they were working toward a secure retirement only to see the goalposts moved yet again. The debate over the age pension is not just about money. It is about dignity, security and fairness in old-age Australians who have worked and contributed to society all their lives want to feel that they can finally rest without constant financial stress. The new law means they will have to wait longer for that security, and for many people, the delay will cause hardship and disappointment. Whether this change will truly protect the future of the pension system or simply shift the burden onto ordinary white people is a question that will continue to spark controversy in the years ahead. The retirement dream is moving further for many Australians, and while this law may seem like just another number change, it carries a very real impact on everyday lives. Stay informed, because the choices you make today will decide how secure your tomorrow really is.